So this degree right here, guys, cost me around $95,000, okay? And I graduated college at around $20,000 in student loan debt. I got the Pell Grants and all that extra stuff. And you guys know, with this whole student loan debt thing, forgiveness, the only thing wrong with it is because we have politicians involved, we don't know until it's actually done. When I actually believe in the stimulus checks was when the check actually hit my account, because then I finally knew the money is here, so they were telling the truth. Because you never know when it comes to politics. Things can change overnight, basically, okay? And in this video, I'm gonna share with you guys some rumors, because I already made a video breaking down exactly how this whole student loan debt forgiveness thing is gonna happen, but I heard some rumors that I wanna share with you guys now, because again, it's not done until it's done. So make sure, subscribe to the channel so you keep up to date. If there's something new, I will post about it. Hit the bell so you get notified so you don't miss out. And on top of that, if you're new here, smash the like button. It helps out a lot and I appreciate it a ton. Now, the very first thing, guys, is if you didn't watch that video with the update, I'll give you a quick summary. We're basically getting $10,000 in forgiveness for public student loans. And if you did get Pell Grants when you were in college, you get up to $20,000 in forgiveness. To qualify, you need to make less than $125,000 single. And if you are married, less than $250,000. Now, some news for you. I made that video and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna qualify for this. You know, I have a corporation, I earn my money there, I report my income in a certain way. I called my accountant yesterday. She's like, Tommy, you do not qualify, okay? Because you had capital gains last year. So that's a good problem, right? But you don't qualify. Now, am I mad that other people are gonna get it and I pay taxes and I'm not gonna get it? The answer is I really am not mad. You can't hate when other people are able to take advantage of an opportunity that you're not able to, because that's just how the game works. So I'm very happy for all the people that are gonna be getting it if it does happen, because again, you never know until the papers are signed and you see that number go down in your account. And by the way, this whole process should be starting up in October where you apply, but a lot of them are gonna be done automatically, okay? Because they have all your income information, okay? The IRS is awesome. They always know everything, okay? They always know everything. Now, here's the rumor that I wanna tell you guys about, okay? Now, this rumor, I got it from a trustworthy source. Now, I'm a journalist, so I cannot reveal my sources. However, this source I trust, the person that gave her the information, I don't know, and she doesn't trust. So I would not trust this information, but I'm sharing it with you just so you know. And I also want to hear your opinion on this, okay? Now, here's the rumor. I hate rumors, by the way, because they suck, especially with politics. You never really know. But here's the rumor. The rumor is that they were thinking about giving everyone $20,000 in forgiveness, okay, student loan forgiveness, but overall, that 40% of the actual forgiveness of that $20,000 would be taxed as regular income. Now, you might say, Tommy, that sucks. That's like a lot of taxes. The answer is no. It would be somewhere around $1,920 in taxes overall if you're being taxed at 24%. The huge benefit would be that everyone would get $20,000 in forgiveness. So if you went to college and you didn't get Pell Grants, instead of getting $10,000, you would get $20,000 automatically. And obviously, $20,000 and paying $2,000 is still a lot more than $10,000 only. So it would still benefit greatly. And of course, I would be happy because basically now I also get to take part in it. But that's the rumor. And here's why, if this rumor has legs, I really don't see it, because I've read articles that basically say nothing about this whole forgiveness plan is going to include any taxes whatsoever. But again, you always have multiple plans, multiple versions. But the good thing about this version is that everyone gets $20,000 forgiveness, and then only 40% of it would be basically taxed. And then even at that tax rate, it would fluctuate. So if you make a lot of money, obviously you get taxed at a higher rate. If you don't make that much money, you get taxed at a very, very low rate, which still is going to benefit you in some way because you do get a lot more forgiveness. Now, what do you think about this? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Okay, comment down below and let me know. Now, here is the second rumor that I want to talk about. And this one is very important because I do see it having some potential legs here. And the idea is that, yeah, you know, Biden is the president. He is the president, okay? He does have a lot of power, but overall, this is not a dictatorship. It's not a monarchy. He's not the king. And overall, the big question now becomes, does he actually have the legal authority to grant this level of forgiveness when it comes to student loan debt? That's the big question via an executive order where he signed things, is not going through Congress or anything like that. And even initially in his plan, he said, I want the forgiveness, but I want Congress to actually work on it. I don't just want to have to sign an executive order. Now, there are midterms going on, so, politics is politics, okay? So imagine this. Even if this does go, for example, to the Supreme Court, and if it does go through, it might be a little delayed. If it doesn't go through, it still makes the president look good because he said, hey, I wanted to do it. Just stop me, okay? It wasn't me. It was them. It wasn't me. It was them, okay? But that's the overall rumor. And this one, I could see it having some legs because in reality, this would be the first time something like this was actually done. So legally wise, does he have the power? And again, he's the president, but we live in a country of checks and balances. Now, overall, the last thing I do want to say, guys, okay, because this right here is a quick update, is basically, what do I recommend for the people that do get this whole forgiveness? Because by the way, it might happen, might not happen. Again, it'll happen when you see that number go down in your account. That's when you know, okay? That's when you know. But overall, am I upset if I don't get it? Am I upset because I do pay taxes? The answer is no. It's just the way the game works, okay? Things you can't control, it doesn't make sense to get upset about. But I am happy for all the millions of people that are going to get a level of forgiveness and also a level of relief, because I have friends that have gone to college, the same one that I went to, by the way, and they basically graduated. They worked minimum wage job, and they graduated with basically like $86,000 in student loan debt, and they still can't pay it because it's so much money, and they don't make enough money to actually be able to pay that balance off. So getting, for example, $20,000 of forgiveness is gonna make a big difference. And I would be very, very disrespectful to just be like, I'm not getting this, so no one should get very immature and childish, okay? Now, here's my advice, okay? If this does end up wiping a big portion of your student loan debt or all of your student debt, the answer is there's always an opportunity that presents itself. Because if you don't have the same payments anymore every single month because they went ahead and said, hey, we're going to forgive $10,000 or $20,000, the answer is there are going to be a lot of predatory people out there trying to now make like a bunch of advertising saying, hey, we have new deals on this, new deals on cars, new deals on buying a home or whatever. All of a sudden, I think I saw this rumor. I can't confirm it here, but I think BOA is giving low-income people the ability, or low-income people, or minorities, the ability to basically buy a home without any costs. And this sounds good on paper, but buying something that's too expensive, that's going to put stress on you every single month, is still not a good idea. So my point is, if this does happen and you do get the money, don't go back into some other debt. Don't go buy some furniture. Don't go, for example, get a new car. Don't go buy the latest iPhone because it's also coming out pretty soon. The answer is make sure you get it. Just pretend like nothing happened, and you take account of your actual budget where you actually are in life. You say, hey, here are my needs, here are my wants. This right here is going to relieve this amount of money per month that I don't have to spend anymore. And by the way, there's something called, I forgot what the rule is exactly, but it's the Pareto principle. There we go. That basically talks about as you basically make more money, so do your expenses. So when this basically gets cut at your expenses and you have this free income, it's going to be very easy to replace it with something else. That's what you want to prevent. So overall, have a budget in place. Know exactly what you spend, and on what you spend it, how much money comes in, how much money is going to save you. And then you focus on basically saying, hey, let me use this student loan debt forgiveness as a head start. So if it doesn't wipe out everything, well, now focus on basically paying off all the debt as fast as possible. Make that a priority. When you don't have to worry about debt, that makes a big difference in your life, okay? Then once you're done with the debt, focus on saying, hey, you know what I want? I want to build a fully blown emergency account, because this way I don't have to rely on the government or on the kindness of strangers or on my employer because if I do get fired at any point, I want to make sure I have at least 6 months of my expenses, or 3 months if that's fine with you, and you have that money on the side and you build it over time. That's the idea. Now that makes a big difference. And once you're finally done with that, you can say, well, you know that $300, $200 I used to send, for example, over my student loans, I'm gonna send that over now to invest in 10-20% of my income into my retirement account. Because guess what? There is a lot of inflation that this entire game is gonna cost. Okay, so when you have this level of inflation, well, now when we're a lot older and we're retired, and we talk about, for example, hey, we got stimulus checks. Oh my gosh, we got student loan debt forgiveness. Well, that's gonna have an effect on the amount of money you're gonna need to retire. So it's very important that with all this extra money now that you're probably gonna have from the extra cash flow that comes in, focus on investing that 10-20%. Focus on also having savings to buy a home the right way. I have countless videos on my channel about how to buy a home. Look it up with my name and you'll find it. So look up, for example, 33% rule to buy a home, Tommy Bryson. You'll find a video breaking it down. But the goal is, if you can have no debt, if you can have an emergency account, if you can have a solid retirement account along with having your own home that you actually paid for and you actually own, it makes life a lot more easier. So use this opportunity as a baseline to actually help you. And by the way, my mindset comes from when I was in college. I was very thankful to get, for example, a $25,000 scholarship when I walked in. I was thankful to get, for example, an additional $10,000 in scholarship money. And I was also thankful to get Pell Grants. And I was also thankful to get financial aid and all this other stuff, okay? Some of my friends didn't qualify by a few $100, but we're friends. They weren't mad at me. Same thing here. I'm not going to be upset because basically I might not qualify for this stuff, the current plan, and then you guys, which I love you guys so much, might actually get it. The answer is no. That's terrible. So if someone's hating on you for this, don't let the hate get to you. Use this as basically a springboard. Use it to help you. Usually get to get you started. So that's my word. That's that. Subscribe to the channel though, because there might be other news that might come out, and I want to be able to update you on it and share things with you as we go along. Because again, it's not over until you see that balance actually go down. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. As always, comment down below if you hear any other rumors. Comment down below if you know anything else. Comment down below, what is your life going to look like if they do wipe out your student loan debt? That's also very interesting. And also comment down below, student. This way I know you made it all the way to this point of the video. And I also know you're a real person, and I also want to interact with you guys, okay? As always, guys, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you're notified. DM me on Instagram at Tommy Bryson if you have any questions about anything. Up here is my face. Click it and subscribe. And over here is another video. Might be backwards, who knows? But long-term team officially out.